what's the deal, man? It's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording, it is June 3rd, 2026. It is 2:26 p.m. This is the first and only video of the day. This is the only fucking video of the day because I'm going to be locked in today, tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to be locked in because for those that don't know, for those that completely don't know, and for those that are, living under a fucking rock here, especially here in New York, you know what I mean? The NBA Finals is happening. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a big fucking night. You know what I mean? It's the Knicks against the Spurs tonight. You know what I mean? I am not going to be, I'm not dropping any other video. I'm dropping this video right now because, I just want to get my shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this fucking video out the way and shit. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's going to be a big fucking game tonight. A big fucking series. I'm pretty sure the whole world is going to be watching this fucking series. You know what I mean? And this, ironically enough, I'm going to, I might order a pizza. You know what I mean? I might maybe order a pie from Norm's Pizza. Norm's Pizza downtown Brooklyn is fucking great. It is fucking fantastic, bro. You know what I mean? It's, for those that don't know, it's on 345 Adams Street. You know what I mean? That pizza is mad fucking good. You know what I mean? Like it's like not too far. I think it's around the corner from J Street Metrotech or a block away from J Street Metrotech. Fuck it. Nonetheless, if I don't get pizza, fuck it, I'm gonna get a DiGiorno. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Because I will be tuned to I will have, it'll be all eyes on this game completely. But who's in trouble? You know who's gonna be in big trouble tonight? All Elite Wrestling is going to be in big trouble tonight. You know what I'm saying? If you think that you're going to have people who are going to, watch this shit over the NBA Finals, you are smoking some good crack. You are smoking some really good crack. Nobody's going to watch wrestling tonight. No fucking body. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I seen the ratings for Dynamite, from last week. I think it was 700K, right? Oh, it was 700K. Ooh, it was 700K. I think sometimes the numbers are basically bullshit. You know what I mean? The numbers to me is straight bullshit. But nonetheless, like I said, nobody's watching this fucking game. I mean, nobody's watching Dynamite. Nobody's gonna watch Dynamite. You know what I mean? I'll be shocked. Honest to God, I will be shocked if Dynamite even gets to 700 tonight. You know what I mean? I'll be shocked. Strictly because, this is a talked about game. This is a talked about series. Fuck a game. This is a talked about series. You know what I mean? The Knicks have a chance to make history. You know what I mean? Because they've been making history all this playoff, in this entire playoff run. You know what I'm saying? And so with all that being said, right now the Knicks are on a historic. They are on a historic run. You know what I mean? And so, with that, and then San Antonio. So they're gonna have, but they proved. Listen, they proved that they can hang with, with motherfuckers from the road. They proved it. You know what I mean? They've completely fucking proved it. And look at Cleveland. Look what happened in Cleveland. Then look what happened in the other game. You know what I mean? So with Philly, I mean, this Knicks team is no joke. Hold on real quick. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, like I said, they bulldozed past Philly and they bulldozed past fucking Cleveland. You know what I mean? So now they're playing Wemby. But going back to my original statement, I'll be shocked. And there are going to be some people, I guarantee you, there's going to be some fucking people who are going to still watch Dynamite because they have no clue about basketball. They have no clue about the NBA. I play basketball. You know what I mean? I'll play basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I actually, nobody knew about this, but I actually tried to play high school ball when I went to Boys and Girls. Like, this is like fucking 95, 96. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was, way better than me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, my conditioning was not all that there. You know what I mean? And plus, I know how I am. I would have clashed with Coach Lovelace. I knew I would have clashed because I know how I am at the time. But mind you, I'm young. I'm young at the time. But I could bust anybody's ass. Like, I still got my handles. I still got my jump shot. I still got all that. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like I said, Dynamite is going to be a non-watch entity tonight. It is. It truly is. They're going to have, this is going to be one of the biggest competitions that they have, period. And I'm pretty sure someone's going to say, but yo, Tag, game 2 is on Friday. Game 2 is game 2 of the NBA playoffs is on Friday. What about that? SmackDown is gonna come on at the same time as as the NBA playoffs. And I'm like, who cares? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Because WWE already have their, they already have their ratings. You know what I mean? Like, they're still doing millions. You know what I mean? They're still doing millions. AEW is struggling. You know what I mean? They're fucking struggling to make they're struggling to make $1 million. When's the last time that they made $1 million? When's the last time that they made $1 million in the ratings? When's the last time? It's been eons. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was when someone by the name of CM Punk was there. That's when they did millions in the ratings. You know what I mean? Like, all these motherfuckers can do is 700K, 600K. You know what I mean? They're not going to do 800 and 900K, B, especially tonight. Against these playoffs, you got to be smoking fucking crack. You got to smoke some good crack. Like, come on, man. Who the fuck you kidding, B? Fuck you kidding, man. Now, WWE Evolve don't have to worry about shit. You know what I mean? Because, even though it's there, they're not really they're kind of like a non-factor. And I mean that respectfully. Or as the beautiful Evelyn Lozada says, a non-motherfucking factor. You know what I mean? A non-motherfucking factor. But again, AEW is going to get crushed tonight. Now, they're going to get crushed. Listen, they already have bullshit story anyway. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a fuck about AEW like that. Nobody cares. And once again, it's funny. Dave Meltzer, this motherfucker, bro. Man, it's like this motherfucker don't learn. You know what I mean? And like I said, shout out to Nick LaPiccolo, because everything that Nick LaPiccolo has been saying has been pretty fucking accurate. Dave Meltzer's like, well, I didn't hear anything about exclusivity. I didn't hear about exclusivity with Paramount and stuff. And this, Nick LaPiccolo shut that down. You know what I mean? Like, he gave like a really, really, really great explanation about, about what all this means. Like, come on, bro. Dave Meltzer, you got journalists, you got sports journalists and stuff who is getting at this motherfucking Meltzer, because Meltzer doesn't know shit. You know what I mean? Besides pro wrestling, he doesn't know nothing. He knows absolutely fucking nothing. You know what I mean? But maybe besides MMA, maybe besides MMA. You know what I mean? Besides pro wrestling, he knows, some things about MMA. But Dave Meltzer's whole, portfolio is nothing but pro wrestling, right? He knows absolutely nothing about the Hollywood space and shit like that. And like I said, Nick LaPiccolo has been in his ass. His ass, Sean Ross Sapp's ass. They know absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing about the Hollywood space. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Nick LaPiccolo has been, he's been like throwing darts at Meltz and Sapp and, that fuckboy Alba. You know what I mean? Like, especially Meltz. Like, fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck that dude, man. You know what I mean? Talking about, Shibata had his brain removed in surgery. Like, what the fuck you talking about, Meltz? Come on, man. But yeah, bro, AEW is going to get crushed. They're going to get, manhandled. They're going to be destroyed tonight in the ratings. I'm expecting. I'll keep it a stack with y'all. I'm gonna predict that AEW does like 400K. They're gonna do 400K. I guarantee you. You know why? Because the Knicks are in the NBA Finals, right? But New York City is basically here in New York, where I reside, born and raised, right? A proud Brooklynite, a native New Yorker, is the biggest market in the entire fucking country. Know what I mean? And let's go a little bit more further. The fucking world. So whenever we're involved in something massive, right? The whole world is going to fucking watch. Nobody's going to watch Dynamite. No fucking body. Come on, bro. Who the fuck is going to watch that shit? Know what I mean? Because like I said before, we know the results of what's going to happen, bro. We know the results. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this one more time, right? This is the last time I'm gonna give out, they're creative, okay? MJF is gonna lose to Kenny at Redemption in Canada. Kenny's then gonna lose the championship to Ospreay at fucking All In Wembley. Like, come on, bro. That's what the fuck it is, man. I'm a fucking dummy, but anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely talk to y'all tomorrow. You know what I mean? If something comes up, I will be posting shit and everything. Right now, I'm gonna continue to watch my bitch Judge Judy. You know what I mean? I love that lady. You know what I mean? Quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Shush. And they're giving Judge Mathis too. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.